Hi, welcome to the second video that is going to show you the navigation through my IT lab as well as the navigation through InLearning. So once you're in your course, underneath the attendance on that first page of your course, you're going to find something that's called My Lab and Mastering link. Now, in order for you to access the actual My IT Lab stuff, you have to go through here. Once you click, so you don't want to go to the Pearson site separately. You want to go first to Cobra and then go underneath on that first page of your Cobra or on your course. Click on Pearson My Lab Mastering. Once you get here, this is not what you're going to see, but it's actually going to be a screen. The reason what you see is because I've already signed in. But for you guys who are signing in for the first time, first there's going to be an agreement term that you're going to agree to the terms. I have a video on that Start Here tab. So I'll go back and show it to you. But at this point, let me just continue saying that you're going to have to agree to terms and conditions. That's the first page you're going to see once you come here. Then the second thing is that you're going to be asked if you already have an account, and you're going to say no because you haven't had an account. And then it's going to ask you to create an account, and then you start entering your information, your name, your email, your and all of that. Then it's going to take you to a page where it's going to say, have you ever been on Pearson before? And you're going to have to say no, and that's when you will see a page where it's going to give you the option of actually buying the voucher there. Remember on your syllabus, I mentioned that you can buy the voucher on here. Once you get there, you can buy the voucher by using your credit card. It would be cheaper than if you have to buy it on from Parkland Library by a couple, like, I don't know, 20, 30, maybe $50. I'm not sure at this point, but you can take a look at it. Once you're done with all of that, then it's going to bring you to here. Do you see it says student links and instructor? So when you are done, once you're here, then you have to go to my IT lab course content to take you to the actual course. So I'm going to use the instructor course content for my IT lab, and that's going to take me to the actual page where the assignments are, and you're going to go here too. Initially, it's going to try to give you some tips, and I close out of that. Now, once you hear, this is what your course content is. So you see that there is technology in action. This is your ebook. And then chapter one, and these are out of order. I'll put these in order, but there's chapter 1 through 13. And these are the things that you have to go through. There's Windows 10, Word, PowerPoint, and then Excel. All of these are going to be viewable to you and by early tomorrow. So once you are in here, let's go ahead and use chapter 2 as an example. So you see that chapter 2 has instruction, practice, review, and assessment. So instruction has the ebook. You can go through the ebook and read this stuff on chapter 2. It also has some PowerPoint presentations if you want to use those. These are instructional tools. These are like your lecture material. So you can go through these, click on these, read the information if you want. Your navigation back to here. And for chapter 2, under practice, there are some stuff that you have to do. So how do you know which one of these you have to do? If you go back to your course, remember under the content, there is an assignment. On the previous video, I showed you an assignment list and due dates. Assignment list and due dates is right here. So if you click on that, it tells you on each chapter what you need to go through. Recall that it's week by week, and under Pearson, the first thing you're going to have to do is Windows 10. Windows 10, you see that personalizing Windows 10 simulation training, that's an optional thing. Anything in red is for grade. So for these are the things that you have to do. Now back in here, you want to see where the Windows 10 stuff are. You're going to have to, sorry, I keep going back and forth. So here is Windows 10. If you scroll all the way to the end, you see that, let me just make these all viewable for you guys first. Make sure that they are shown. Okay, so once you're in Windows 10, if you click on Windows 10, you see that all of these assignments are going to pop. And I'm going to click on all of those so that they're shown to you. I haven't assigned the due dates to them yet. I will do that before tomorrow though. But you see it says Windows 10 simulation training, simulation exam, personalized. You see these are all the things that you have: training, you have exam. Training and exam are exactly the same thing, except once you go through training, you actually learn the material by just doing this stuff. And after you're done, you can test yourself by doing the same thing on the exam. When you come here and look at the assignment lists and due dates, you see that the simulation training are not for grade. So you can go through it times. These are all repeatable if you want to just practice it. And then you can also go through the simulation exam 3 times. So simulation exam is what you are graded on, and those are going to be transferred to Cobra for grade. So when you see simulation exams, you see all these exams. So everything has a training and an exam associated with it. And exams are for grade, trainings are for just practice. Okay? So then when you go to week 2, you see that on week 2, we're going to start actually chapter 1 on Word, and chapter 2 on my IT lab. We're skipping chapter 1. We're not going to do chapter 1 in the summer. So now you see that there is chapter 2 has IT sim, what's a computer, soundbite, help desk, test bank. All of these that they're in blue, it's optional. You can go through them if you want to. They are exercises that will prepare you for your test bank questions. The test banks are what actually are graded, as well as your end of chapter quiz. So anything that's in red, it's going to be graded, and it's going to be transferred as grades into your grade book in Cobra. So back in here then, if I go to chapter 2, you see that under chapter 2, when I click on chapter 2, my internet is super slow at this point. It's actually hanging. I don't know why. So if you go to practice, you'll be able to see all those stuff under practice, and the end of the chapter quiz is under the assessment. Right now my internet is super slow, but that's how this is gonna actually work. So go ahead and click on these and explore these in your own time. And so you see here is what's a computer, binary numbers, bits and bytes, and a bunch of stuff that they're actually also on the assignment list and due dates. Okay, and then your end of the chapter quiz is going to be under assessment. So when you go under assessment, you should be able to see your end of chapter quiz. All of these are open book, and there are 3 times repeatable. So you take the test 1 time, and if you all these assessments 1 time, and the second time, third time, and they're always the same questions. Sometimes they're rearranged. That's about it right now. That is your navigation through my IT lab. I'm going to stop this video, and I'm going to make another video for in-learning.